Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers. As you can see from the screen here, the pause screen. Let me turn this music down, I don't know why it's so loud. There we go, that should be okay. Let me know if that's too loud or if you want it louder. Okay, anyway, official server wipes coming October 8th. Which means that the release of the Contact update is October 8th. I think when they announced it earlier, was it today or late yesterday, something like that, they announced the actual name of the update being Contact. They just said coming in October, but now we've got here October 8th. So look for it next week. Pretty cool. All right. We're back here on the planet of Earth-like. Where we are hanging out at Outpost 52. And we've got a assertive bulldog flying away. The plan for today is, well, we're going to try and make a mining ship. So let me kind of explain what's been happening around here. If you've been catching my last two streams, Quentin, welcome to the stream. I don't know if this is what you're referring to, but the last two streams that I did, we abruptly had to end because my internet failed. And the one that I tried to do last night in City Skylines, the internet just literally, the upload, not the download. The download, oddly enough, remained perfectly fine. Like very fast download speeds, but my upload speeds went to literal 0, which meant even if I just tried to load a web page, I'd have to wait a minute for the request to actually get out to say I would like to view this web page, and then it would download, you'd see the web page like instantly. So in other words, like if I wanted to watch a YouTube video, it would take a minute for because occasionally the internet would just kind of like, oh, you got a couple kilobytes of upload and then it's gone again. So in the morning, I had a nice text from Comcast saying, hey, we detected some emergency issues in your area, and your internet might go down for a little bit because we're sending emergency crews to fix the problem immediately. And then like 2 hours later, they told me it was fixed. And that was good because I wasn't home, so it didn't affect me. So anyway, we're going to try today. The thing was, I usually was able to get about an hour of streaming in, and then the internet would crash, or, the upload speeds would tank on me. That's been going on for about a week and a half. So we'll see what happens. We got about an hour, and then we'll see how the internet goes. Hey, Rumblestrip, welcome. Let's work on constructing a mining ship. That's what we had started to do here when the internet died on me last time. We were making a platform. Let's see, I want to still be able to hook up there. There should be enough. How big is this thing? This thing is... yeah, that should be okay. We'll have to be careful squeezing in between there, so... Oh, you know what? That's what I was working on when the issue happened. Figuring out how to get the piping through here. So I think what we're going to do is... You think this thing is stuck in the ground? I think it is. Well, you know what we could do? We'll just do that just in case. That'll hold it in place. All right, what I'm going to do is cut a hole through the side here. I think eventually we'll probably want to curve this into the wall and come through that way, but for now, let's just go through this way, and I think I just separated that grid. That's okay. We'll go... We want the T. Here we go. Can I... Still can't select a color. Don't know why. I'm going to try one more time to figure this out. Hang on. Controls. It's not movement. System interaction. Helmet, jetpack, inertia, broadcast. Chat screen, inventory, respawn. No. Block placement. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Paint block is slash or middle mouse button. That is correct. Reset orientation, toggle symmetry, symmetry, cycle placement. Build planner is middle mouse button. Cube size is R. Is it even possible to configure the color pickers? P. Right, so P again. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, well, these were both set to P, but now they're only one of them can be. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to not use the park button. I'll have to actually put a park on the toolbar now. I cannot park anymore. Unless this wasn't like shift. Oops. Oh yeah, you can't do. Yeah. Let's cancel that actually. Okay, so it is P. Which is a weird thing to say. And we got all this stuff. Spectator. Screenshot. Next point. Yep, that's it. Okay, so I'm not sure why I can't grab colors. Is grabbing colors actually a creative mode only thing? Now that I think about it, maybe I'm just misremembering how this whole thing works. So we were doing this color for this, I think. So we'll just do that. And where's the armored ones? Did I put the modded armored ones in here? Yeah, they're in here. All right, so we're gonna do a corner conveyor straight. And might as well do it with the words up. There seems to be another assertive, a mantis coming over the mountain. I really hope this doesn't turn into an issue. All right, so I think the center of our platform for the miner is going to be here. So let's do a corner. Then we'll go back to a straight and go, oops. Straight. Okay. And then we could plop a thing onto there. And then what I think I'm going to do is try to... I'm going to get the rifle out just in case that guy's coming a little too close. Not that I think a rifle is going to help me in this situation, but... oh, didn't I have the rifle? I thought I left the rifle in the cockpit. Okay, maybe I put it in the base. Yes, I did. But I can't take it from here because I took out all the... He's not going to come close enough to here, I don't think. What's he up to? Ooh, he's cool looking. Having flashbacks to being on Helgen and watching the ships casually flying by and then suddenly having them turn and look at you, and then it's go time. So I think we're good. All right. Okay, so yeah, rumble strip. I know we have this conversation like every single time I start a new world, but Shift P is no longer working. It was working when I put this world together. I was using Shift P constantly, and it was working just fine. And it no longer works. I should be able to hover here, get the color, Shift. I'm doing it. I don't think you can hear it, but I'm doing it. It is not happening. So I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see, I guess with the slope being there, if the ship end is here. We might have to put... Well, it's going to be up on a... Yeah, up on a conveyor. It'll be fine. Alright, let's do some of these, because that's actually surprisingly... Yeah, we could just walk up the side like that. That works, because I think otherwise we're going to be... well, I guess we could do slope in the front, but we don't really need it. Don't really need it. I kind of think this is a bit temporary as well, since we're going to... since we'll eventually be... We'll have like a little garage, and we could probably actually dock things at the top. It would actually be kind of cool if we hollowed out the building at the top, and then like the roof opened and you could like fly down through the roof down into the bottom. That would actually be really cool. That would be really cool. I'm kind of thinking of building... It's about to rain, isn't it? Kind of thinking of building a... almost had enough. I have to run up to the top now. Kind of thinking of building a little hovering vehicle first, so that I could use it to get up and down from things more easily. Fog. Okay, that's gonna hurt my power production, but that's okay. Doop, there we go. Yeah, I should have just, there's a little rock there. I was going to say I should have grabbed a bunch of stuff while I was up there, but now that I think about it, don't need to, because I can now use... Okay, we're going to have to put some stairs in the front. I'm tired of walking all the way around this thing. All right, so here's a question. Do we, and by we I mean me, build a mining ship, a PAM-enabled mining ship from scratch? Or do we just use a blueprint that I got off the workshop at some point? I'm kind of thinking maybe we build one from scratch. It's been a long time. I have built PAM miners from scratch, but it was like years ago. So, that could be kind of cool. Do I have a bunch of... Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to make... like right here, I think. We're just going to do that. So that I can walk up here. That'll work. And it won't get in the way if I park the truck there. We might be out of something. What are we might be out of? There it is, basic something. Oh no, we're not out of stuff. We're just... are we gonna have enough iron? Probably. We don't need to make all these steel plates. I've got steel plates on me. How's everybody's week been going so far? Today is the 2-year anniversary of a stream I did the first year that I was streaming, which was my birthday stream. Oh no, the bitrate has slightly dropped. Hang on, wait. Why is the... Okay, it's recovering. Oh, I'm so nervous now that this is not fixed. Oh no, it's really fluctuating. It's staying high. Oh no, if we lose the stream, If we lose the stream, if it abruptly goes down, you know why. But anyway, no, today is my birthday. And it is the 2-year anniversary of the birthday stream that I did in my first series, which was called Space Engineers Weekly, which was very uninspired. And it was literally just, I plopped myself on a Earth-like planet and was like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And I did because I had no followers and like almost, I would rarely have anybody watching. I did the entire stream not realizing that my mic was muted. And it was a fantastic failure. And I want to say that I then went back and like re-edited that episode and just like recorded new, like I put a statement at the beginning saying like the audio is lost, I'm recording new audio right now, and just like narrating what I was doing, and then we just kind of did a montage thing. So that was funny. Let me... Oh god, the bitrate is all over the place. It's like 3 megabits, 20 megabits. I don't know what's causing the... I went through every device in my house to look for what could, if there like, is there like a backup, you know, upload that happens at this certain time or something, or what's the, you know, could something be causing this? And eventually came to the conclusion that it is not, like I was checking on the router and it's like, no, there's no traffic going up at all. It's literally just your upload pipe to Comcast just cuts out. So we'll see how far we get. If this doesn't, if this is not resolved, meaning like if Comcast has not fixed this, then I'm going to have to give them an actual call about it, but we might have to pause the streaming for a little bit, which is not something that I really want to do. Let's see. Oh no, I did a hinge part. Hey, Store Papa, how you doing? Hinge. There we go. Hinge. Get rid of that part. This is going to be fun without my jetpack. I wonder if I could bring the truck over here and we'll stand on it. I think I can, because sometimes I get into the truck and end up on its roof when I get in. Yeah, so like I can use the truck to get up on top of things. Okay, that's a fun little glitch there. Alright, let's see. I also have to get back into the habit of using Build Vision because I completely forgot about it having been on the server for so long. Oh man, how was Alaska? I've got, well actually they passed away not long ago, but I had a cousin who lived in Alaska. Well, not a cousin. He was what was he? He was my... No, I think he was technically a cousin, but he was like my great uncle's brother. You know, so it was like... Is that... I don't know. Once you get into that area of family tree, I have no idea. But anyway, he loved it there. He lived there for like 50 years. Great. And actually, someone I used to work with moved to Alaska. This was... Oh, man. How long ago was this? This was like the kind of thing where like... he moved to Alaska to a place where you could only get to by plane. It was crazy. Oh man, humpbacks are awesome. We went to Martha's Vineyard for my honeymoon, like I don't know, 15 years ago, and we went on a whale watching trip, and I did see one humpback, and then I just started getting incredibly seasick and throwing up, and had to stay in the cabin. But pretty amazing stuff. What am I even doing in this game? What am I doing? What's the... I'm talking to you guys and I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Got the hinge. Get you out of there. There we go. And make that stuff. Was it 40 humpbacks spread out over time or like all at once? Am I gonna... You know what? It just occurred to me. I'm an idiot. I am trying to build stuff, and I don't even have like a functioning full assembler. I should probably build a full assembler before I start, because I don't know if I could build everything with the small assembler. What if we put... Ooh, that's coming down kind of close. Okay, so I think we're going to take these two segments out and put the assembler down here for now. Let me... let's see, I don't think I can do a... Yeah, here, I can do it like this. Regular assembler, put it in the build planner, put those into production, then we'll drive out and get that signal, and then we'll come back and hopefully those will be good to go. Okay, where is it? Okay. So let me ask you all a question here. How many people are watching the stream? Okay, just a few. Let me ask you all a question. When the contact update comes out, this this world will get updated and it will have it and everything, but I intend to remain primarily on this planet and not actually engage with the new update too much. Depending on what else is in the update besides the Factorum and stuff, without the Factorum, you can't really get the new blocks, but I wouldn't really necessarily need the new blocks for what I'm doing here, which is just a laid-back kind of a world. So, I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Bonk. What would you all think about a private server that I could host, and people could just hang out on it? And occasionally we could do some stuff. Yeah, there we go. Synth food, fertilizer, rations, money, medkits. Nice. Cucumbers. We could plant some cucumbers. Sweet. Where's that button at? Is this the official button? Come on. Just knock over. Oh, that's not the button. Yeah, there's a button. Okay. Ready? Sweet. Yeah, I think if people were interested in that, I'd put one together, because I like the idea of the server, the persistent server. I just don't think I'd go back to Keen's server again, just because of the ever-present threat of humans. But I know, like, Store Papa, you've done servers before and stuff like that. Shouldn't be too hard to set up. I'd probably have to ask some questions about, like, moderation and stuff, given that I wouldn't be around all the time to help folks who had, like, moderation issues or, bug reports and stuff. But, early thoughts on that, just kind of thinking through. If there was enough interest in that kind of thing, pop on whenever you want. The idea would be cooperative building, maybe we go fight some Factorum at some point, get some cool stuff. Throw some mods on it, because I can't live without mods, but not go crazy with the mods. Yeah. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant that you have experience with it and you can answer my questions. And if anybody could tell me how to make the anti-aliasing in this game look better too, that would be great, because I don't know if it's coming through how it looks on the stream, since the stream is downscaled. Actually, no, the stream should be streaming at 1440. If you're now watching it in 1440, you might be looking at it downscaled and it might be blurring it a little bit, but I feel like the anti-aliasing in Space Engineers, which has never really been good, has gotten worse recently, and I don't know what I did to do that, to make that happen, or if that just kind of happened. I really do hope that at some point they do another graphical update. You know, like I know they're working on the new engine, and we're not just going to get a you know, substitute engine just kind of thrown in here, but if let's see. Yeah, wait a second here. How did this all end up in the cockpit? Give me all the stuff back. There we go. Anything else? That's it. Anyway, it would be nice if they could, if there was anything they could do in this game. Like, the graphics are surprisingly good for a game that's technically like, when did the graphics update actually come out? Like 6 years ago at this point? 7 years ago? Still surprisingly good. But if there was anything else they could do in this engine to make it look just a little bit better, that would be nice. What am I? Oh yeah, I was gonna dump all this stuff in here. Alright, let's put cucumbers in there, the emergency rations, the fertilizer, the synth food, my pea. Tofu I will keep, and the water I'll keep. And of course, oh yeah, you can have the money and the, what is that, medkit? Medkit. Okay, and then let's... I'm gonna have to grind that down. What am I holding? All sorts of parts? Okay. Hang on. Parts go in there. Which puts my food in there. I thought they fixed that at some point. That button doesn't put your food away, but maybe not. That's fine. I just have to worry about when I'm starting to get really, really thirsty. You know, I used Reshade for AA for a little bit, but I'm very petty. And what would happen is Reshade renders on top of everything, and so you would see like little blurry lines, or at least I would. Very faint blurry lines in the interface where it was anti-aliasing. But not opposed to trying again. What anti-aliasing method did you use? Because there's like 5 of them in there. I found that the DLAA is pretty good. Not the NVIDIA DLAA, but the directionally localized AA. What? Did I leave a steel plate in here, or did you just use like SMAA? I guess I did not leave a steel plate in there. Okay, up we go to get all the parts for an assembler. Okay, well, maybe I'll try that out. This is going to be a couple of trips here. All right. Okay, cool. I could try that out. Not quite enough to get me able to pull the parts through, huh? Maybe I should just knock this window out so I can just fall back down when I'm done. Like I did over here. Just knock this window out. Come over here. I got med kits. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Yep. There we go. I wonder if there's a plug-in Yeah, because I've got the plugin loader. I wonder if there's a plugin that can help reshade render under the UI. Like some games you can kind of force that. Like Skyrim has a mod you can add that renders the UI on top of reshade. Oh, it's going to be getting dark soon. And it's getting foggy. Are those things slowing down? We're going to have to fix those soon. Alright, so anyway, we have an assembler now. Am I able to take the basic assembler and tell it... Yes, you go into cooperative mode. There we go. Alright. And this is the... 052 assembler 1. We'll call this the dock for what did I call my truck? It was the same name as a... We discovered it was the same name as a assertive thing. The buzzard. Yeah, we'll have to come up with another name. But I called it the buzzard because the game was buzzing for some reason, like the audio was buzzing while I was building it. And the I had originally built it with the solar panels slightly further out, and thinking about having like the potential for to add another row that unfolded or something like that. And the atmospherics mod, like while I was driving, the thing started to take off. So that's why I decided not to do that. Okay, so now I can build whatever I want. I should probably consider putting at least one power module on there, although I don't want to necessarily use up all my stuff. We'll see. I mean, right now power is kind of a problem all around, but we'll see how it goes. I have nothing in there. Okay, so we're going to grab that. Get me my large steel tubes. There we go. Alright. Let's lock you. And then get one of these guys. I don't have anything on me, do I? Oh, I do have stuff on me. What was all this for? Why do I have all this? Did I not? Oh, because I ground down those other things. That's why. Alright. Let me grab a little bit of water here real quick. Just like 10 waters. Perfect. Let me go back. Alright, now I can barely see what's going on. Very nice, very nice. Let's... I don't know why I'm getting it from here, but let's grab some steel. And... yeah, I'm going to need some help with this. Let's do that. There we go. And here comes the nighttime. Alright, so usually I do that, and then do... It's going to be the best way to... What best direction? Probably this way. We'll go like this. It's going to get spooky out here pretty soon. There we go. Then we'll do this, and that's going to be our drop-off. So to make a PAM-based ship, PAM is the Path Auto Mining script, which remarkably still works to this day despite having not been updated in like 5 years. We're going to be able to use that to send ships out and have them do mining and then come back. So a couple of things to keep in mind with that, and I should probably bring up the documentation to make sure. But we need to have enough down thrust for it to be able to hold itself up when completely full. It needs to have enough forward thrust so that it can hold itself up. I mean, these are the rules for any mining ship, right? But it needs to be able to have enough forward thrust. Otherwise, it's just going to go and smash into things. It needs thrust in every direction, I believe, but we don't have to put a lot of up thrust on it. Upwards thrust. Like upward, you know, like to push the ship down. It needs cameras. Needs a programmable block. Needs an antenna. Needs a sensor. Needs a remote control. So, a lot of things to keep in mind. It needs a cockpit so that I can fly it there initially. Now, we could make a nice, small, nimble one. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go because of that I don't have a lot of materials to begin with. So, what if we... What do I have on the bar here? Let's clear this bar out for a second. Everybody out. What do we have in terms of seats? In terms of small grid. What if we did what if we did like a motorcycle one? Motorcycle looking thing. Or at least that the seat was, you know, this kind of seat that you would get on like this. What is the... Yeah, that might actually be pretty good because what are the screens on this thing? Is it... There's two things you need to be able to see. You need to be able to see the, you know, the artificial horizon, and you need to be able to see the PAM screen. So maybe this isn't necessarily the best. But if I put this on here, it would give us a bit of a... Because we could hook we could hook the drills like right to the front of it. We could get thrust. You know, we need batteries too. That's the other thing. Batteries. Obviously, we need batteries. But if we had the infinite source of hydrogen, like if I had put the water mod in here and we had the infinite source of hydrogen, that would be... Oh, we still need to find a ice lake somewhere. Still have no idea where an ice lake is. We're in this like big valley and there's no ice anywhere in the valley, at least. Yeah, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should just do a more standard cockpit in the front kind of deal. Why don't we do that? Let's see. We're using the cab cockpit for the other thing. Buggy cockpit doesn't feel good. We could either do industrial or regular. Hey, Amarok. How's it going? Sorry, taking a quick sip of water. Looks like the bitrate stabilized a while ago, which is good. We're kind of approaching the point where it normally has been destabilizing, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Industrial, normal. This is an industrial ship. Let's make an industrial ship. You know what we could do? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself because I don't have a lot of materials. But we could do a quarry miner where all the drills are pointing downwards. We could do that. But now let's keep this nice and simple to begin with. We need some batteries. We need gyros. We need thrusters. What thrusters should we use? We could probably make use of the Flatmos. Assertive. Oh, assertive. Oh, I didn't even realize that they had. I thought they just had the other ones. I didn't realize there were assertive Flatmos. Why are they showing up in the build menu, though? I thought the assertive ones were not buildable, because none of the other assertive ones are in here. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, we could do flat mows. This thing has... Let's grab that group, and let's grab the sci-fi ones too, just in case. Okay, cool. So another vote for the private server idea. I'm kind of thinking that might be the way to go, and I might, I'm going to stick with this world for a bit and just have it be like the casual fallback world. But I don't know, the private server idea sounds kind of good. And every week I could check in with everybody, see what they've been up to. We could go on some adventures together. If people are on during stream time, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. We'll have to decide on what mods we want to have in there. The mod list for this game is in the it's in the episode description. It's not a whole lot of mods, but it is a it's mostly the basics. I think it's build vision. It's my usual. I have a mod which all it does is pull in other mods as dependencies. So it's just like a collection I could throw in real quick. Very few block mods. It does have these armored, because I don't like the built-in armored conveyors, so I'm using those. I don't really think there's many other mods. Oh, some MA stuff. I'm trying to keep the block mods to a minimum so that if I build a cool vehicle, it's entirely vanilla. So, yeah. But I think there's graphical mods, skybox, a couple things like that. Anyway, you can check it out in the description. Assertive is in there, MES. Colton, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So this is a game. It's basically a sandbox game. You do whatever you want to do. There's no actual goal to the game at all. There's an update coming next week, which adds a bit of a goal for you, or at least some end game content, which is a faction that has advanced technology that you can steal from them if you're good enough to get it without destroying it in the process. But yeah, basically, you are an engineer of some sort. This is me. We have different character suit skins you could put on and change the colors and everything, but this is me here. You can only be in this game. You can only be white guy or white girl. They haven't really gotten around to customizing the actual person in the suit yet, but you can change the suit. There's a bunch of different options you can use. Basically, the way the game works is you have welder for building, grinder for unbuilding, and drill for mining material out of the ground. The whole ground is a voxel-based material, and you can mine materials and then go through the standard crafting process of like refining material, using it to build components, use those components to build things, and then everything in the game, aside from the planet, is a grid of stuff. So like even this truck is a grid of things, a three-dimensional grid. And yeah, you just build stuff. You just build stuff. And you can go to other planets. There's a whole bunch of planets in the game. Those are two. That's Mars and its moon, and you could literally just fly there if you wanted to. And that's, I don't know, the alien planet, I think. It doesn't have a name. And I don't think you can see any of the other planets from this side of this planet. But you can go into space and do a whole bunch of cool stuff. I don't know the price. I want to say it's like 30 or 40. I don't know. I bought this game a long time ago, but it goes on sale a lot. They have it for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 and 5, I want to say. So yeah, it's very cool. It's the kind of game that you could get burned out on because it takes a long time to do stuff. So that's one of the things. But it's if you're chill about it, you can just spend your time, making stuff. Like I spend hundreds of hours in this game just kind of slowly building stuff, and it takes even longer when I stream because I stop to talk about the game. So I think I'm getting close. I'm about to cross the 3,000 hour mark on this game since early 2020. And I know a lot of people with a lot more hours than that. This is a game that you really just kind of live in for a bit, even though it's fairly small and seemingly limited. But there's a ton of blocks that you can build. This is not all of them. This is just like there's like groups of blocks in here and stuff. There's tons of different blocks of things you can use to build. Lots of different mechanics. You could write C# code to control your grids directly, and we're going to actually do that in a little bit if I can get back to actually building a ship here. But people do ridiculously crazy things with the grids in this game. Like this, this whole building is a grid. You have to worry about power. Grids are completely destructible. Like the blocks can blow up and deform and everything. So I got into this game because I watched the trailer where they collide two ships together, and which I think was one of the first things they were showed. And just watching them completely blow apart, mostly correctly, it's pretty crazy. So there's a couple of features of the game. Like I'm using some mods, and the base game, the default feature is that there's a progression tree that as you build things, you unlock more things, and then some things you can't build until you get certain materials, and you have to go and find those materials, and some of them are very rare. And so as you build things, like you build one of these and it will unlock this group of things, and if you build this, then it unlocks these, and if you build this, then it unlocks these. I usually turn that off just because in this particular instance, the progression is kind of arbitrary. It doesn't totally feel like true progression. Like you don't have to research things. You don't have to, all you do to unlock them is just place one thing and build it up most of the way, and then you've unlocked the stuff, and you can just destroy that thing after that. So, but yeah, the new update, they haven't shown every single thing that's going to be in the new update yet, but it will add the new faction, the Factorum, which is an NPC faction. That I believe the idea is that they generally leave you alone unless you go looking for a fight. Then they will engage with you. But if you don't care, then they just kind of leave you alone. But they've teased a couple of high-end endgame blocks that you can only get from basically disconnecting them from a Factorum grid and then taking it back and reconnecting it to your base, to your grid. And they've teased a couple of blocks here and there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things added in that they haven't. Yeah, you should totally get into this game. Wait for it to go on sale. It goes on sale all the time. Well, actually, if you don't care about the price, you could get it whenever you want, but it's not super expensive. What could get expensive is all of the DLC for it, which the DLCs individually are pretty cheap. I think they're under $5 or less. And the DLCs are basically like almost every update that comes out, every major update, not the bug fix updates. There have been a couple of updates where they're like, we revamped multiplayer, and then there's no DLC with that. But most major updates, there's a base game update, which gives you a whole ton of bug fixes and system changes, and then new blocks to work with. And along with that, there is a DLC, which is usually $5 or less American, and that gives you even more blocks. And the blocks it gives you are 99% of the time just reskins of other blocks. So it's not like pay to win, it's just pay to have more options to make your grids look better. That's pretty much it. Like, you could totally not buy any DLC and still have a nice full experience with the game. But like, for example, this cockpit here is part of the base game. This cockpit is, the better example here. There we go. This cockpit is part of the base. I can't scroll it around. This cockpit is part of the base game. It's just like a standard. It's got a large connector at the bottom, two small connectors at the back, and you could sit in it, and it looks like that. This one is part of a DLC, and it has a different arrangement of screens on the inside, and no large connector and two small connectors in a different spot. So it's technically a reskin of the other block, but it gives a different visibility through it. So it's better, well, in certain situations. So it's not just like a straight up reskin, but for the most part, like, nothing is, you never get access to functionality that isn't in the base game in terms of like a system or something like that. Like they added this build planner feature a couple years ago. Like you don't have to pay for that. Every major system is just part of the base game. So there's a couple of things that people debate whether or not it's pay to win. Like there's an embrasure block, which is like a small wall with a hole in it that you could shoot out of. That's part of the DLC, and there's no equivalent to that in the base game, but it's literally just a block that does nothing. You know, it's just a piece of material and you can shoot through it. So the vast majority of things are just straight up reskins. So don't go buying all the DLC just yet. If you get into it, you know, get yourself the base game and see how you like it, and then go from there. There might be some DLCs that you like better than others, and you could be really specific, you know. Yeah, I have all of the DLC. I've kind of, you know, but I've been buying it as you go. If you try and buy it like all in a big chunk, it gets pretty expensive, you know. It's not nearly as bad as some games like Stellaris, where it's like you could easily blow like an entire month's paycheck just buying all the DLC. And of course, a month's paycheck is dependent on what your job is, but it could get pretty expensive. I should play Stellaris on this channel at some point. That might be fun. That could be fun. Do you know, I have not really been thinking about what I want this ship to look like. So let's see if we can map some things out here. I definitely need a battery on it. We could just put the battery. When you build a, now I'm not talking to you specifically, Colton. Now I'm just talking out loud to myself. When you build a PAM-based mining ship, that again, that's a mining ship that uses a script called PAM, Path Auto Miner. You need the mining ship to be like kind of streamlined such that it can fit through the tunnel that it digs. It can fit through its own tunnel. So we got to be careful not to make the ship any taller or wider than whatever drills I put on the front. So let's see about battery. Battery. Let's see. Or maybe we do battery on the back. Let's see. How, you know, before I get too far into batteries, let's think about what kind of cargo we want on this. I'm very much afraid that doing it this way, it's going to end up being... oh, you know, another thing about this game, Colton, that's fun, is that your character has a jetpack. But, and normally you can just kind of fly around. Literally, you could just fly around however you want and do things from all angles and everything. It makes building a lot easier, although in survival mode, there's a creative mode and a survival mode. And creative is, you can just build blocks immediately without any materials, and you can't die and stuff like that. You have infinite materials. And then survival mode, you have to actually dig up the materials and use them, and you can die, and you have to, you know, you need oxygen, you need power. I have a mod installed so that I need food and drink, which I actually should probably do pretty soon. And this, yeah, it's very much like Astroneer. It is very much like Astroneer. It's a different take on it, but it's, I think, spiritually very similar to Astroneer, yeah. Amarok, this is going to be an atmospheric one because I don't have access to ice. I have no ice anywhere nearby. So this is going to be an atmospheric miner. There are 3 types of thrusters that you can use in this game. That's what Amarok is asking about. So there's atmospheric thrusters, which only work in the atmosphere of planets, which are basically like they require an atmosphere to push to provide thrust. Then there's hydrogen, which require hydrogen gas, which you get by breaking water into hydrogen and oxygen in a manner that shouldn't be physically possible to do without using more energy than you can create by burning hydrogen, but whatever. The game wouldn't work without it. So hydrogen thrusters, which can work in space or in an atmosphere. They can work anywhere, but they require fuel. And ion thrusters, which only work in space. And those just require electricity. Good luck, Colton. I hope you do great in school and get a good job someday and get this game and enjoy it for 10 years like everybody else who loves this game. Let's see. Okay. I really got to think through how we want to do this, because I'm afraid I'm going to make this way too big as a ship, but I kind of want to do like 2. Oh wait, do I have that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I could see what the. No, I need the small one. There we go. That's the thruster damage cone. So if I put this back like this, where it doesn't fit, I could maybe do like 2 of these facing forward, and then it wouldn't. I could probably tilt forward as much as I want, and it wouldn't really kill me too much. Would be a lot of power. What if we did that? Do I want these or do I want the sci-fi ones? The small grid non-sci-fi ones tend to look okay. So if I did like this, where did I do that? Was it here? I think there. I think that's even. Get out of the way. Ah! Not even. I can't even with this thing. The tunes are the Epidemic Sound Special, meaning it's the, if you have an Epidemic Sound, find any other YouTuber that has an Epidemic Sound subscription and you're going to hear the same tunes, basically. I just picked all the ones that kind of match a similar, you know, kind of retro techno, I don't know, synth aesthetic. Okay, so that's basically my braking thrusters there. And then we need to make sure we leave. I'm going to try to... Let me open this up again here. So that looks like... it's a gradient indicates chance of hit. Damage others, includes the red cylinder. Oh, damage others. I assume that means humans? Maybe? Damage others. I don't know. Okay. So what does that look like? Basically double the length of this thing, and this thing is 5 long, so I need to make sure I get like 4 or 5 blocks. You know, you could get out of here. There we go. 4 or 5 blocks, not... There we go. So that's how much space I need to leave, basically. Ugh. That is a lot. This is probably not enough battery for this either, now that I think about it, but let's continue putting these here just so that I can continue to... Well, actually, I could just put another battery there, couldn't I? Let's see. Hey, look at that. Yeah, it's fine. I kind of like the Warfare batteries better. I probably should have done those instead. But I... Could I? Would I? I could. I could swap them out. I just need to brace everything else that's here, don't I? This thing... There's a lot of bracing. And I can't... What am I stuck in? There we go. Let's see. I bet you all these are going to fall off, aren't they? They're not attached to anything. How much steel do I have on me? 23? Okay. Okay, then... Alright, now I should be able to... Okay. Alright. Let's do the... Let's get some lights on so we can see what we're doing here. Let's do the... oh, you know what? Another thing that I did, I just realized. I think I took this out of the mod list that's listed in the description, but just in case I didn't, I took out the Magic Knights mod. I think it was messing... Oh, I don't remember what it was. It was something was messing... It was messing with something that was just really annoying, and I don't remember what it was, but I took it out. 3 batteries ought to be okay, I think. 3 batteries ought to be okay. So what we could do is get rid of this now. Come on, almost done. Is that all of it? I think so. I think that's all of it. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? As much as I enjoy our lovely nighttime skybox, it is kind of hard to see, and I would love to go have a nice meal. So let's go take a very short break, eat some food, have a little sleep. Gotta go find the food here. So we're gonna grab... Actually, why don't we just handle all of the stuff right now? Let me grab some tofu. Grab this gravel out of here. Let's grab these things, because I could put these... Put that there. Keep that down there. Alright. How are we doing on... Okay, batteries are looking okay. Okay, so water recycler, you get the P. Put that there. And then... let's see, the organic can go in there. The... Probably need more... I hate this icon. I can't tell how much is there. 0.9? 0.9. We're going to need more nutrient solutions. So let's see how much... What do we need there? Organic. We need more drinking water packets. Let's queue up like 20 of these. And let's give you... oh, we got 30 there. Let's just give you... Yeah, this one. That should start making the nutrient solution. Alright, and I don't remember where... Let's see, I should be able to keep this stuff in here, because that can't be made there. Yeah, artificial synth food. Okay, we're just going to put that in there. I'll just put the rest of this back in here until we get a nice crop grower, which we will do some other time. Synth food, fertilizer, emergency ration, cucumber. We're going to grow some sweet cucumbers. All right. I am pretty much topped off here, actually, but what I'm going to do is sit on the toilet real quick. Nobody watch. And that should... There we go. Force everything to cycle. So now I'm at 100% of everything. And now we could go back. Put a little bit of pee in there. Get that water back. Drink it up. Go down to here. Put that organic in there. Then we're going to go take a little nap and get nice and well rested. There we go. Beautiful. You don't have to... Listen, you don't have to wipe in the spacesuit. All right. I didn't even get out of the spacesuit. Okay. The fact that I have a toilet at all is purely psychological. Okay. So now that we got all that, actually, I probably should have put all that food and stuff back in the base, so that I could pull some other things out. Oh, but I do want my steel plates back. All right. So we've got that. I feel like we could put downwards thrust. We could probably put a large... Let's see. What's the... If we're looking at the flatmos here. Flat, flat, flat. There we go. Are these the same in terms of... Yes. Okay. Basically the same thing. Alright, so these give me... If I wanted to put like... Which way is the top? That's the top. If I wanted to put like one on the back, that would give me... where is it? 230 kilonewtons. And I believe the large ones are like double? No, more than double. It's 230 plus 230 is 460, and this is 576, so it's like 1/5, about 2/5, okay, roughly 2/5 of a big one. So we could put a big one on, we would get 3/5 more. One of these is worth 2.5 flatmos, give or take, roughly. So the question is, can I fit more than one of these in? 56, 30 seconds. That is not simplified. You're joshing me. Let's see. So, and then one of these is 96, which means a large flatmo is about almost 2.5 of these. So if I were to do a large flatmo, I wonder, could I put sideways flatmos here going outwards and not have them get blown up by this? Or are they too thick? I bet they're too thick. I bet the hitbox is still going to hit. I bet that would hit. Yeah, I think we probably got to keep this clear, or at least do only half blocks there. Let's see, we could do sideways flatmo. Well, I could do 2 flatmos like this, and that could be my downwards thrust. Although one large one on the back would be equivalent. I could do 2 sideways ones like this. And that might be enough side to side. You know, I might have to actually do, because it's going to be pretty heavy, I might have to do 2 of these. Maybe I want to do 2 of these and a large one to keep it upright when it's full. I guess it depends on how much cargo I put in this thing. Speaking of which, let's map out the cargo situation here. Yeah, I definitely, for a miner, I definitely want to do... Because I definitely want to overkill, because I don't want to crash. You know, I don't want the miner to fill up and then become uncontrollable. So, and I'm thinking that this, because of the slope here, this is basically the very back of the ship. Let's think about the cargo situation here. I already put that in the tool belt. If we did this, if we did a vertical one like this, that would be okay. I mean, I guess I could even put multiple vertical ones next to each other. We could do... we could do... I mean, we could do a bunch like this if we put a curve connector there. Seems like a bit of a waste of space. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to... Like whatever, I'm not going to ever retrofit this into a grinder or welder ship. So I think I'd be okay if I wanted to just do like a couple of these connected like this. I think that'd be okay. Because then I could do the small grid connectors of the cockpit on the back of that, and we could use the cockpit for storage as well. Let's see, if we did 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, that'd be a decent amount of cargo on this thing for ore. Would we have enough lift then? Well, I guess we could do 3 and then have a bit of space here to put all the other things that we need to put. So we could do that. Interior plate. Ooh, Adrian, what is Delta Rims? I haven't heard of that. I was out of the, I used to check the Space Engineers mods daily, and then I didn't do that for a long time. So I'm out of the loop on I'm out of the loop on things. Is that an MES mod? I'm taking a drink of water here, hold on. Oh, that's a good question. What is the cargo multiplier set to? I think it's default or 5x, I want to say. It's like, I think the default is like 3x, right? I think I set it to 5x. It's not the max. We might have to do a test or something. I got space along the side here too. I could do sideways flatmos along there. That should be enough. Where's my forward thrust gonna be? Let's see, if we did down, down, and then a down on the back. Oh, we could do forward thrust right here, up here. We'll just do 2 more big ones. I'm gonna run out of nickel. I know it. I know I am. Okay. Whoa, okay. Well, that was dumb. Let's see. So then, if we did... I forgot. I can't use the jetpack. Okay. If we put this one here, well, not right there, but, you know, up in the front, right, like right around there. I'm thinking we shouldn't use this one. I think we need to use this one because it has the connector in the front we can connect the drills to. It's got the 2 in the back that we could wire into this container. I think that's going to be the best way to go. And we can put all of our electronics in here. Programmable block. The remote sensor, antenna, ore detector. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, that'll probably give us enough room. We could do all that. Probably, and the 3 batteries is probably good. I don't know. I'm putting a lot of thrusters on this thing. We could maybe slap another battery on the back. I think I might do that. I'm going to slap another battery on the back. Just slap it right on there. Can we... That is sticking up 1, isn't it? This is going to make it so that if I do a... If I wanted to do this, yeah, it would be sticking up 1. We could do lots and lots of little ones. Actually, we could just do... Uh-oh. 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 The game is frozen. Graphics device driver has crashed. Card is probably overheating. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's let's fix that real quick. Yeah, you could read about my graphics card. Hey, you know what? Hold on. Let me pull up hardware monitor here. Maybe we could. I'm just going to move this over to the other screen here. We're going to see if I can. I'll just monitor the thing. Sorry, you all get to look at my desktop for a little bit here. Okay, let's just move this over to here so I can monitor the... Yeah, please stop the game. Let's see. What do I want? Don't care about you. Don't care about you. You could start playing the game again. Don't care about you or you or you or you or you or you. There we go. All right. We'll check voltages. We'll check temps. Check fans. Power sounds good. Clocks don't care. Utilization don't care. Performance don't care. Speed don't care. Okay. Okay. I am now monitoring the temperature of the GPU on the other screen. And look at that. I hadn't gotten very far beyond where I was. I mean, it's not like my address is on there. I don't think my real name is a secret, although I'm not going to say it right now. But pretty easy to find. The thing is, on Labor Day, I took advantage of a sale, and I did some upgrades on the computer. And ever since then, I've been having an occasional blue screen here and there. And even though it's the same graphics card as before, none of the blue screens have been graphics related, or at least that wasn't the error that they stated. But we'll see. What's the GPU temp right now is 40 degrees Celsius, 47 degrees on the hotspot. That seems pretty reasonable. So yeah, it's in a new case. So it is a new thermal situation here. That's the thing. Shouldn't be too bad though. I mean, the case is very airflow centric. It's got 3 fans in the front, fans at the back, and the top. Just cold air coming out the top, at least the part that I can feel. So, yeah, I was more worried about the CPU overheating because I switched from a water cooler to an air cooler, one of those gigantic, big, chunky ones. That is, technically, air coolers nowadays are kind of like liquid coolers because they're using a fluid, but it's really more of a gas instead of water. So, but like the same principle is the principle is the same. Like the fluid heats up with heat from the thing and moves through the pipes and through the fins, and then the air blows through the fins and carries the heat away. You know, the air grabs the heat from the pipes through the fins, out the back, and then the fluid cools back down and goes back toward the CPU, and then that cycle continues, which is very similar to how a water cooler works, except that it's just a full-on loop of water hits the CPU, heats up, grabs that heat away, goes through a radiator, which is a bunch of fins, and the air blows through it and carries the heat away, and then the cold water goes back to the CPU. So we'll just keep an eye on the temps here for a bit. And it could also just be driver related. Although I haven't changed the graphics. Same graphics card as before. And it's the latest driver, so I doubt it's a driver thing. I could show you guys a picture of the computer at some point. There's like, cable management is not a thing. The cables are almost entirely behind the motherboard. Like, the cables aren't blocking any thermals or anything. My old case was much larger than it needed to be. I'm going to just spend a lot of time staring at this while I talk about stuff instead of doing gaming. My old case was much, much larger than it needed to be, and it weighed a ton, and it had a lot of glass on it. And it looked really, really cool, but it was really hard to work in because it weighed a ton. And I actually ended up putting it on wheels because I had to slide it in and out of my desk so much that I was breaking my back trying to just get it to scoot over the leg of my desk. The desk has the front and back legs are connected across the floor. And so I put it on wheels, and it was much easier to move around. But I was like, you know, there's sales. There's another case that's smaller and lighter. So I moved everything to the newer case, and in theory, it should be like the air should be more focused through the case instead of having a bunch of open spaces to get caught in. But I don't know. Maybe it is a problematic thermal pattern. I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, let's build a ship. I'm thinking I'll do occasional thermal checks on the GPU. 45 degrees Celsius right now. What's this? What's the CPU at? Hang on. CPU is at 51 degrees Celsius. Not bad. Not bad. It only uses half the CPU when I'm gaming, so. That is toasty, but that is not. Why is Moments active? What are you doing? That is toasty, but it is not as hot. Like, that's reasonable for a GPU and a CPU. Let's see. What if we did like 4 of these on each side? Can I get? What did I put in the way there? Myself? Is there? There we go. What if we did 4 on each side? Would that be enough, you think? It's probably enough. We'll have room to put other ones on, I think, if we need to do a... I'm not going to be able to get it from there. Let me just do a ramp on the other side. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it might be worthwhile to build just like a gantry kind of a thing for this to land in when it's not in use, and then I can walk around it. That'd be kind of cool. It would be really cool, actually, to build a mobile platform for it, because Pam always has to come back to the same spot, but as long as the platform ends up in the same spot each time, then it'll still be able to do it. So it could land, and we could like retract the platform and like pull it around some catwalks and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. That's the kind of the stuff that I want to do with this series, is just misalign a whole bunch of things. And no, Siri, not you. I said series. She gets excited. So that might be okay. Maybe we could always put more on the top. I'm going to try and leave that. It's going to end up kind of looking like a camel with a big hump on the back. Probably not going to armor it too much. Maybe put some like half block light armor on the top just to cover up the yellow parts or something. Let's see. How am I gonna hold that together? Let's go under here. We do that. That should hold it together there. I want to keep it together until I need to, so that it remains as a single grid and it's not... I don't want to get into a situation where it accidentally flops down off the connector. So, let's see. Yeah, GPU's not getting any hotter. It's actually at 43 now. It's getting a little 42. It's kind of cooling off a little bit, so. I don't know. All right. I should be able to... Whoop, there we go. Ah, fell in a hole. Alright, now the problem is I wanted to put down thrust right here where my ramp is. So we're going to save that for last. I think we are going to... I also wanted to put forward thrust like here-ish. Like there. basically, but I can't because of the ramp. So we'll hold off on finishing up the back of this, but I do want, I think, one more battery smack on the back. Oh, actually, maybe we want to move it lower one. And then thinking like that. Or, actually, if we wanted to do 4 flat mows, I think we'll have the space for it now with the battery there, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Barely, but we could just wrap around the back there. Yeah, maybe that's better instead of doing just one in the back. Yeah. Yeah. Or we could do 3 of them and have one under the battery. We could just kind of wrap around. Do we think 3 would be enough? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe I should go back to my plan of 2 flat mows and 1 fat mow? I don't know. I think I want to move that battery down. I think I'm going to put it right there. Then put the thruster there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect height. And then we'll do flat atmospherics on the side there. And I could do probably 2 up thrusters to make up the remaining space, like upward facing, upward pointing. And then that would give me my down thrust. Which I don't need a lot of. It just kind of needs to be there, I think, for the script to be able to work. So let's look at... Yep. Jeez. Let's look at how we're going to get the... cockpit on. Nope, that's not the group. That's the group. There we go. So if we put this sucker... like here, that might still actually cover, you know, considering I'd have to basically take the middle row to connect to the thing behind it. Can I jump up on top of this? Yep. There we go. It only works if you do the sound effect. That's the only way to get it to happen. Let's see. This will be kind of high in terms of... Okay, so hold on. What do I need to slip under here? We could put the sensor, the ore detector, and the antenna. They on the top. I'm just trying to imagine this in my head. I wish I could draw it out for you on the screen, but just have to wait a minute. I think I'm okay if I do this, and then we go programmable block like there, and I'm also going to do an event controller, which I could put on the other side, and that'll be for dock. Actually, no. Pam will handle the docking situation, so what? I don't think I need one. Okay, we'll leave that spot blank. We could put the remote. We could put the remote control in the middle down here. And that spot will be intentionally left blank. There. I'm going to weld these up now because I am going to need to get in there. All right, so then on the middle row will be the, give me a second. I'm going to pull up the PAM script page, just so that I can make sure that I have everything that we need. Yoink. All right. Script. Yeah. Okay. The general features, notes, script mining mode, how to use, grinding mode. Yes. Good. Here we go. And yeah, antenna we got, right? No, station, ship. No, did I miss the... Somewhere in here. Must have enough fuel energy depending on, otherwise it can't start undocking. Right. Now, I need to know how to use it. I thought somewhere in here is... Make this bigger for everybody who's watching. Here we go, ship setup. Remote block must be aligned in the flight direction. Remote downside must be facing the same direction as the ship downside. Yeah. Okay, add the PAM tag when there are more than one available. Don't need that. LCD, we'll get to. Landing gear. Don't think we need to tag landing gear. PAM controls all batteries. Oh, sorters. We need to add a sorter system. Okay. Completely forgot about that. That's good. All right, sensor. That was the other thing. Must be aligned in mining direction. Note the sensor rotation. Position on the ship doesn't matter. Add the PAM tag to the name. Okay. Drills, grinders, program block. Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and move that back over here for later reference. All right. So that means I need to get some of these guys into the... No. Okay, hang on. Yep. We're gonna probably be moving the scaffolding pretty soon. Alright, so, my things are here, and it needs to connect there. So we could do... I'm thinking we're just gonna do these guys. Boy, I hope that's where it is. Hang on, let me double check that on the cockpit that they are in the middle row. Yes, okay, good. You know, it just occurred to me that this is... I think this cockpit is one block further back than I was thinking it was. I was thinking I had... For some reason I was thinking I was going to have 2 rows in here. And then... how many drills? I need enough drills to cover the width and height of this. So probably... let's see, I think they can be 1 apart from each other, I want to say. I want to say they can be 1 apart. They can only have 1 block in between. So we're going to have probably 2 rows of 3. Tons of drills. Tons of drills, which might be okay. We could do 2 or 3 blocks if we were using right-click drilling, but the PAM script can only do left-click drilling. So it has to be able to tunnel straight forward with right-click drilling and make a hole big enough for the whole ship to pass through. So I think for that you have to have 1 block in between. So I should probably, honestly, get the drills on the front first. We're going to move this forward by 1. Actually, those can stay there. Let me weld these up. These can stay there. We're just going to end up with... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Haha, look at that jump. Alright, if we did... Let me just put some blocks there. Ready, jump! See how easy it is? Alright. So what I wanted to do was... do that and that there. Then I could do ore detector and antenna laying flat here, and I'm going to put the sensor like right here, basically facing forward. I think that will work. I'm going to try and get maybe another screen in front of the cockpit on the outside if I need to, for Pam to use. Sometimes the screens on the inside of the cockpit are harder to read, so I might do that, and it could just basically sit on top of the drill that's there. We could also offset the drills a little bit if we need to. I'll just fall off of there. Yeah, I think it might be worthwhile for me to move the scaffolding a little bit. Yeah, hollow LCD is what we'll do. I might put a sometimes what I like to do is a hollow LCD and then a window behind it with the tinted part facing forward, so that it kind of, you know, you can still see through it, but you get the good contrast. That signal's coming down on the other side of the mountain. We're really close to that mountain. All right, what are the odds that we're going to have enough material on board to finish this? I think I did a pretty good job of putting the connector point dead center in the middle of the ship, too. I'm pretty happy with that. If I drop... Ooh, actually, is that a good thing? Because if I do... Actually, how am I going to do the drills on this now? If I drop them down one... Ooh, actually, is it possible that this needed to be more of a even number of blocks for once? How am I going to do that? Because if I have a row of drills right dead center in the middle, I don't think that's tall enough. I think I'd have to go like one row above and one row below, which would definitely be enough, but that's probably too much. Because I'm probably going to have to go... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. This is just a test. I put that there. Oh. Why did that happen? We're still part of the same grid, right? I'm worried that this is going to glitch into my scaffolding here. Yeah, we are part of the same grid, aren't we? Hang on. Yeah, okay. I think so. Okay. Yeah, let's move the scaffolding. Yeah. I'm just worried. I know it bounced right back to where it was, but I'm worried now with it. If it does move when you put a block on it and it hits the scaffolding, then we're... You know, it glitches in there, then we lose the whole thing. I don't want to do that. Plus, I need some scaffolding that goes up to the front here, so... the final frontier. That's not bad. It'll work for now. Let's put you here. Alright, so if we did... Here's what I want to see. Not a bunch of things. Here we go. Carving radius, mining radius. What is entity? Oh, okay. So if we put that there, we are looking at basically like one block further is what it looks like. Wish I could see that a little bit closer. Can I see it like that? There we go. Looks to me like... Ooh, can we get it? It looks like just about one block. Yeah, it goes out one block further than its own radius. So that's not a lot. We're probably going to end up with a lot of drills. Because if we did that... One block... I can't see what's happening. That makes me nervous. And also I fell down. And also I'm running out of water. Let's drink some water. Did I leave any in here? I did. Drink it. Drink it. Okay. Alright. So... that looks like it just barely covers the ship. If we did 2 in the front, and that was it, that would just barely cover the ship. And actually maybe not necessarily because it's spherical, so it might not even, it might not carve enough. Now I think we got to do, I think we're going to end up going 1 in the middle, 1 in the middle, 2 on the outsides. Let's see, if we did that, if we did a row of 3, and we did 2 rows of 3, we'd have to offset either 1 block or one block above or below the... Or would we? Because that's 7. Yeah, well, I guess we could do that. Why couldn't we do that? Why couldn't we do that? Boink. I need something that's more in front of you. I realize this is all a different color here, but because the rest of this is concrete, but let's see. I think I'm going to need to do there we go. Okay, and we could put, let's see, would this work if I put this like here? Nah, that's way too close. I think we're going to have to put it back here. What is this guy? Comet. What does a comet look like? Oh, that's a cute one. Okay. Alright then. If we did... Let me map this out with these things. So if we did... Not you. Oh, that's what's causing it. It's these things. Okay. That's funny. That's interesting. Why did I push my luck? Why did I push my luck on that? Well, it's not damaged. It lost the hinge part that was on the bottom. All right. Reload or roll with it. What do you guys think? Oh, I think I lost one of the atmospheric thrusters on the side that wasn't welded up yet. I'm thinking... I don't know. I'm thinking in this case I'm going to reload just because this was not a... this was a... Don't save changes. Continue game. Just because this was a mod interaction gone wrong and not a mistake of the... like normally I would roll with it if it was like my own mistake or like actual Clang coming to town, I would roll with it. But in this case, this was me being like, what would happen if I allowed these virtual build attachment points to hang out for too long? So, not a thing that should reasonably happen, I would say. But as you all know, I normally do roll with it, so we will redo the last 5 minutes here real quick. Okay, now this time we are not going to make that mistake again. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to keep you. Yeah, it's a... Got to be careful with these. I might just take this mod out. It's useful when I need it, but it's very annoying when I don't, and the amount of times that I need it is very infrequent. So I think, although I do wonder if these things really do interact with stuff, which I actually think that they did in another situation, didn't they? Or if I could use them to like block gunfire and stuff. Seems a little not great. Anyway, what about the hinge block? What? I don't know what you're saying about the hinge block. So let's see. We would be... If we did that... This is just a... This is not the final design. This is just... Oh no, I actually need these things now. Can I do this without... Actually, this thing's not even that useful when I'm trying to use it. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I read your thing as hinge block, not hinge lock. Hinge lock is on. It was doing that with hinge lock on, so I'm not gonna tempt fate again here. Although it's kind of annoying me. Yeah, hinge lock is definitely on. I could turn the hinge off and turn the braking torque up to max, but I suspect that wouldn't matter either. So let me... I need to get back up there. Can I do it this way? Can I jump up here from here? Yes, okay. Landing gear? I'm not going to do landing gear. If I need to land it, I'm just going to drop it on the ground. Oh, I lost my... Hang on one second. I lost my hardware monitor for a minute there. There we go. How we doing on temps? 44 GPU, 51 CPU. Not bad. The GPU only got up to 47, but the CPU got up to 65, which is generally 80 to 90, you're in trouble. Like, if it's running at 80, if it spikes up to 80, that's okay. If that's where it hangs out, then you're probably got a thermal issue. So, I'm not too worried. Although I do wonder if the GPU had spiked when we had the driver crash. If something had happened there. You know, it'd be fun though if for the next time this happens, we should build a crane truck. And I actually do have a. What did I call the thing? Was it the SCV? Oh man, I forgot what I called the thing. I had a crane truck at some point. Yeah, SRV. There we go. The stuff retrieval vehicle. Yeah, that's, I think, almost entirely, if not entirely vanilla. That's a really cool crane truck we could use. Okay, so if I did drill, that's technically one block in between. It's this block in between. We did drill there, and then did 3 rows of drills. That would be okay, I think. Although I would have a pillar in front of my face. Not necessarily. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Actually, not necessarily. Yoink. Okay. Yeah, 6. 6 total drills. Oh, why are there 2 of them now? Ooh. Are they... Is this an escalation? I'm going to have to fly the miner really close to the ground. Otherwise, there's a possibility that it could fly when it's going back and forth, that it could bother them. Is the sun going down already? Oh, the days go by so fast here. Internet's being very stable today, so that's makes me feel good. Alright, so what we could do then, I'm comfortable with that design. I'm going to start welding up some of the rest of this ship so that like the batteries can start charging and stuff like that. And let's also figure out the rest of the back here real quick, and then we'll figure out the we can put the drills on. I'll have to figure out what's going to hang out the front right here. We got all this space. What? Anything else that I would really want on this thing? Could throw a vent on it to give me some oxygen when I'm riding in it, although I don't really... Otherwise I'd have to close my helmet when I'm sitting inside. Oh, it needs gyros. It needs gyros. Where could we put the gyros? They could hang out underneath the bottom there. That'd be okay. Well, we could cover over them, or cover around them. Yeah, I think most of this is just going to end up with, on the top at least, half armor blocks, probably. I think that would be okay. But this is gonna be an interesting one to test. Very interesting one to test. Alright, will I be blocking anything I can't get to if I put this there? I don't think so. I am about to die of... Did I put that backwards? Thirst. I'm about to die of thirst. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, no I didn't. That was correct. Let's get some water. So parched. Hey Bradford, welcome to the stream. Ooh, what is that big thing? Hang on. I always love spying on these guys when they're not coming to attack me. That's cool looking. Oh, it's got a nice bridge on the front too. It's making little puffs behind it. Or is that just the clouds? That's the skybox. Never mind. Isn't there another one out there? Oh, that's the comet. Okay. Okay. Alright, we will work until it gets too dark to see, and then we'll go take another little nap. And I gotta remember we gotta take these blocks out, before we're done. Otherwise, they're going to burn up. Put stuff along the side here, too. Was I going to put... I was thinking of putting... Yeah, well... Yeah, okay, never mind. Alright, then we were going to do... big old flat mows down here. Underneath. There we go. There we go. That should be enough upward thrust. I would hope. We got the forward thrust. Oh, that sticks out further back than I was expecting, but that's okay. Because then we just need... Where are you? I'm just going to do 2 of these. That's going to get destroyed if I do it there, isn't it? Hang on. Maybe I need to move those back one. And, or... Yeah, we can just do them right here. This'll work. That shouldn't get destroyed right there. Yeah, we'll just do them right there. This thing is such a hodgepodge. It's great. Am I out of material? Yes. Alright, let's weld a bunch of this stuff up, starting with the cockpit so that I could turn stuff off. Actually, I don't even need to do that because I can turn stuff off anywhere, but let's grab you first, and then the batteries would be the next thing we really need to get moving on so that they can charge up. Oops, what did I just do? No, get out of here. Get out of there. There we go. Okay. Ah, yes, Bradford, it will have a remote block and an antenna. It's got the remote block in it already. I need to weld it. I did weld it. Yeah, it's in there. The antenna is going to be kind of in that little gap right there. So there will be an antenna and a... Because I can't fly, so definitely going to want that. Alright, let's put you guys last and let everything else go before the battery parts. Let's put you last, like I said. Do that, do that, do that, do that. There we go. We'll weld all that stuff up and wait for the batteries to get done because I'm full anyway. Can I get it? Yes. You know, it was cool. When I goofed this thing up off of its hinge, was that the I think part of what was happening was the little alignment blocks were interacting with it, but so was the atmospheric mod. Because if you'll notice, it when it flew away, it almost looked like it went to warp. That was the sparks from it flying through the atmosphere so fast that it caught on fire. Which I'm surprised didn't just disintegrate it, since it was mostly like single component pieces. It's getting foggy again. Right as I'm getting these batteries done, the power's gonna slow down. It's real nice. Can I pull those? Oh, I can pull I thought I couldn't pull the battery components through those. That's nice. Alright. For some... I don't know why, but I expected to suck myself up through the bottom there and into the cockpit. Alright, let's not even bother with that. Let's just use this. Alright. Who wants to throw out a name for this ship? What are we calling this ship? Throw your ideas in the chat. What are we going to... Let's see. Thruster... Okay, so these are... We're going to call these Atmo Thruster S. And these are Atmo Thruster L. And these are also just Atmo Thruster L, because I don't care that they're flat. The Bumblebee Tuna. I mean, I can't argue with that. It's a good reference. Alright. In fact, that's what we're going with. I can't actually... Oh, I can name the grid. It'll probably... When I disconnect it, it'll probably change its name back, but... Bumblebee Tuna. There we go. Nope, we're going with the Bumblebee. Bumblebee Tuna. It is a... The chicken of the sea. Which is actually a competitor. Alright, Bumblebee Tuna. This way I have a nice prefix already to go. Remote control. Bumblebee Tuna. You guys know that I like to prefix all of my things so that they stick together in the menus. Alright, those connectors, I don't remember which one is which, but this one is probably the connector of this ship, and the other one is probably the one that's below it that's going to go away, just based on the order that I had to build them. And then we've got batteries. I'm going to set to recharge. Okay. Alright, the hinge I don't care about. Oh, the programmable block. BT, PB, PAM. Alright. That takes care... Oh, you know what? The thing that I came here for was turn off all the thrusters so that as I build them, they don't start flopping the whole ship around and wasting my battery power. That's all of them, right? That's all of them. We got all the directions, right? We got down, 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 forward, forward, backward, backward, sideways, sideways, and up. Yeah, that should be everything. Alright, unfortunately, it is not late enough for me to go to sleep yet, so I can't make this weather go away. So we're going to have to just wait it out and hope we don't drain the base of power. After we get this thing done and we start getting some more materials in, I really need to build some sort of a lift vehicle, a low power lift vehicle. Like, I could obviously use this as a lift vehicle, but a low power lift vehicle so that I could redo the wind turbine farm, because it is just not optimal. Not optimal because I wasn't paying attention when I built it. All right, let's get these two. Okay, that'll work too. The fog is clearing up. Come on. Did I get any? Yes, cool. Coming around. Just want to give myself another spot to stand on there, so I can give myself a running start over to here. Alright, I want to grab you and you. Ooh. Let's cargo. I don't think I could do it from here. No, I can't. But if I connect you guys... There we go. Nothing... Why did I hear the assembler kick on when I did that? It's weird. Anyway, now I can pull through that hole right there. Okay, now things are going to go fast. Alright, the other things that we need are... sensor. Regular sensor. Ooh, let's do the automaton sensor. There. And gyros I got in there. Don't need a passenger seat. What else did I need? Oh, ore. Detector. Antenna. And I think that's all we need. So, can I put you? Can't rotate you. Can I get... I want to use those building block things, but I can't. Oh, don't tell me it... Oh, wait, no, it just needs interior plate. And now I'm stuck. Yeah. Oh. Oh, wait, I'm already up here. Oh. Just make me feel dumb. Why did I build all this? What didn't happen here? Oh, no. I went too far. I'm gonna get really good at parkour before this series is over. And up. Okay. Back it up. Okay, which way looks up? I assume those arrows mean up, so we're gonna put that there. Then we need our... Let's see, we could do ore detector. Do I care? I always like it when it's symmetrically facing upward. So we'll put that there. We'll put our antenna there. And there we go. Off to the races. Hey, bad guy ships around. Let's set the antenna to off, but set the radius to... Let's see. If I want to control it from here, I'm going to need to have a... Well, let's see. The assertives are not like the reavers. They don't care about your antenna, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's set it to 2K for now. Pretty sure they don't care if they can see your antenna. They only care if you get close enough to bother them. Right? Someone confirm that for me. Because I don't want to have this ship flying around and they're like, what's this antenna? I'm going to go shoot it. Now, like if it was reavers, they'd immediately see the antenna and come and get you. So I usually play with reavers, which is why I'm kind of paranoid about them, but... Alright. What should I build next? Let's see, if I build all the cargoes... Let's build some cargoes. But not the one that I can... No, we can build all the cargoes. It's going to be a little dark soon, isn't it? Why does it sound like there's a wolf howling in the distance? I don't remember hearing that before, although I'm sure it's been here this whole time. Along with the woodpecker that you never see. One day, it's going to be like the final release of Space Engineers. Like right before Space Engineers 2, and they'll put out a an update that just finally adds the actual woodpecker to the game. Maybe it is the music. Yeah, it actually could be the music. You might be right about that. Here, hold on a second. Do you hear any wolves? Yeah, that was definitely in the game, and not the music. Weird, spooky. Ooh, Halloween stuff. I don't have wolves turned on. If I had them turned on, they'd be here. They'd have been here by now. Ooh, spooky. Maybe the game just automatically turns the wolves on around Halloween time. You know, I said that once on Reddit, that it's entirely possible that they will just retrofit Space Engineers 1 with a new engine. It seems very unlikely, but it is entirely possible that that is just like a massive update comes out to the game. I don't think that's the kind of thing that they would block behind DLC, but I do think it is the kind of thing that they would want people to pay for, so I think that's why people think Space Engineers 2 is a more likely avenue for getting the new game engine. But either way, I mean, I guess a massive DLC is possible, but then you've kind of split your, you know, like you could never put out game updates for people who didn't buy the DLC, because it would be, you know, they have to support two code bases for the same game. It's like, here's the here's the updates for the people who didn't buy the DLC, and here's the updates for the people who did. It'd be weird to say, like, we're only supporting people who bought the DLC. Like, at that point, just make it a separate game. But it would be hilarious if Merrick decided to do that. I'm not 100% sure. This is going to sound kind of mean. I'm not 100% sure that Merrick has a sense of humor, so I don't know that he would actually do that just to troll people, but it still would be hilarious. You'd end up with like a Elite Dangerous situation. Have any of you played Elite Dangerous or like played it in the last like 10 years? It, like, for a while, they had the base game, and then there was essentially like a DLC or an expansion you could buy, which gave you the ability to land on planets and drive around in a rover and stuff like that. And then, like, for a long time, I think for a good number of years, like almost half a decade, they were like, they had to support both of these. And it was like, here's the updates for the people who can't land on planets, and here's the updates for the people who can land on planets. And the launcher would let you choose which one you wanted to, which version of the game you wanted to load. And I always just thought that was super weird. Like, I get that you want people to pay for your large update that you put a lot of effort into, but I don't know, that was just weird. I don't think that was a good way to do that. And then the Odyssey, yeah, I like the way you spelled that. The Odyssey update was then that they kind of did away with that whole, you know, they made everybody go to Odyssey. Or at least they dropped the Horizon
Energy
update.
low.
Ooh, energy low. That hasn't happened in a while. Let's hop into here. I don't think the new game engine counts as a cosmetic only update. But I mean, if they put it out as a DLC, I would buy it, because the new engine looks fantastic. I don't know if you guys, I assume most of you are following the updates about V-Rage 3, but it does look very good. Like, it really does look like they actually took all the lessons they should have from V-Rage 2. You know, from you know, the early alpha to now, and everything that they've tried to layer into this engine that it just kind of barely supports, you know, they're making good choices with V-Rage 3. Wrong buttons. There we go. Yeah, the liquid water looks really, really good. Like they showed, you know, a whole bunch of different tests that they did with the water. I do appreciate that they also tested a ton of different physics engines, and they ended up back with PhysX, but just like the much more recent version. Like, I don't know if the one in the game is like a full 10 years out of date or if they ever updated it along the way, but like you know, there was a video, I don't know, maybe 2.5 years ago on Twitter where they showed, where Yan showed that there was like how Clang worked with every different physics engine that they tested. And it was interesting to see, like, they put in a situation where it was like, this would definitely cause clang in the current engine, and every single physics engine also caused clang in that situation, but in hilariously different ways, except for the latest, newest physics engine didn't. Like, there was literally no clang. So I'm sure there will be situations where it still causes clang, but in their testing, it seemed like it was significantly better than everything else. And I think we have finally run out of material. I wonder which material we've run out of. If we have run out of a material, which I believe we have because we're not building anymore, the question will be, let's go back inside where it's light. The question will be, do we go mining for stone, or do we go mining for the actual material? So once again, I'm going to grab some let's see. I need to get it from, because I have it in the main inventory here. Right. Let's grab that. Grab some tofu, grab some water. Gonna hit the hay. Put that in there. Put that there, we'll come back for it. Actually grab that now. And we're gonna go to bed. Once again. I think I should wake up well hydrated since I'm sleeping with water in me. No, apparently not. We're going to go hit the bathroom. Thank you. There is a way. Actually, now that I think about it, if I sit at a table, doesn't that force... Can't I go to 125? Or no? Maybe not. I still got... There, I thought there was a way to overeat and overhydrate. I don't remember. Are we going to run out of battery power since I'm... Total time left, infinite seconds. Fully recharged in 1 hour. Okay. I think we're good. We're just barely holding on here. Let me put... Let's move where we need to go here. We got that. Grab that food out of there. I should probably make more food. To make more food, we need to put you up in there and make more tofu. Where's the tofu? I just make... Oh, that's... Okay. Make me like 100 tofu. It'll probably stop before that happens. I can imagine. But we stopped. We ran out of nutrient fluid. I forgot to move it over. That was silly. Okay, so I think we're good on water for a bit. Here, let's go put it all back. Okay. All right. let me look at what am I actually missing here. Yeah, iron probably, but maybe also nickel. So let's see, it's all in. Very little of that there. Cobalt. Okay, so plenty of silicon. So it's iron and nickel, right? What's our iron is there, and nickel. Yeah, so iron and nickel, which luckily is that really, do you type num? I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't think that was a thing. That could be. All right. Okay. That sensor is... No Z fighting on my grid, please. Did you see that? Did you see the Z fighting? Z fighting. How perverse. Okay. We're going to drive out to the iron and also nickel. He's moving away. He's moving toward us. Which way is he going? Okay, he's going in that direction. That's that. We're going to be heading toward him, but he's heading away. Did I accidentally hit the... Oops. Whoops. I've got that grid pickup mod in. That's what that was. And I forgot... I forgot what? Wait, what mod did I use? What button did I just do? Did I just accidentally push to do that? Yeah, there it is. That's what it was. Alright, we cannot drag the truck. We've learned something. Oh, hey. Maybe we'll get this unknown signal first. What? Just... Oh, that was weird. Why are we so... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, where is it? I'm not actually driving right now, I'm just rolling down the hill. No, good time to take a drink of water. Also a good time to remind folks to like the video if you're liking it in real life, because it does help with the algorithm and getting me discovered by other people, which is always helpful. I was kind of shocked, and I'm continued to be shocked and amazed and humbled by the fact that people keep subscribing to this channel for some reason, despite the fact that my last several streams have been cut out due to just the internet, but that the stupid things I do on this channel are actually apparently amusing. So thank you so much for that. We're probably going to hit 500 subscribers in the next month or two. Okay. Caboots. Ooh, potatoes. That's some good stuff here. I should build an ATM. There is actually up on one of these hills, I don't think you could see it from here, but there is an economy station, a mining station, I think. It's about 15 kilometers away. So it's not something I would probably want to drive to, because that would probably be a good chunk of the stream, and also I don't necessarily know that I can actually drive to it. We need to get up in the sky and get a lay of the land here. So, oop. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good potatoes. We can use those to make more potatoes. I don't know how, but apparently we can. Alright, that bought us some time. Guy flew away, so we can head over to the iron mine now. Still doing good on computer thermals. Still doing good on bitrate. Actually, bitrate has been extremely stable for quite some time, which is great. So, once we do this mining here... Oh, let me go around this hill. I don't want to go flying off the top of this. Ooh, okay. Once we get this... Once we fill up the truck with ore, that's going to be the end of the stream. Pretty much. Like, we'll drive back, drop it off, and that'll be the end. But... oh, actually, can you... Is that the bubble right ahead? It almost looks like that's the bubble straight ahead, but I don't think so. It would be too far away to see from here, I think. Adrian, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. If you want to get notified when I go live, because you always get the notification when you're subscribed, if you hit the bell, you guys know how it works. Everybody tells you how it works. If you hit the bell, you know, whatever. You get notified when I go live, and I do tend to keep a fairly consistent schedule, but every so often things change. Like, I haven't been streaming on Thursdays lately, but it's my birthday and I wanted to do a stream, so we're doing a special Thursday Space Engineers, and the next Space Engineers will be back on the regular schedule of Sunday night, and next Wednesday I believe we will be back on the City Skylines. I was really looking forward to City Skylines yesterday, and then my internet decided that was not happening, unfortunately. Oh, there's snow over there. Hang on, there's snow over that way. If we need ice, we could just go over there. Now I gotta be careful I don't fall in this hole over here. Okay, let's see. Which way is the actual opening of the hole? Looks like it's right there. Okay, so we're going to kind of go right next to it like this. Do some manual digging. I was saying at the beginning of the stream that this is the 2-year anniversary of the birthday stream that I did 2 years ago, when I had, like, actually I think I was on Twitch. It wasn't on YouTube, it was on Twitch, because I started on Twitch and couldn't really get anybody to pay attention to me on Twitch. I know this drill's really loud. Couldn't get I had, like, I don't know. Most of my followers on Twitch actually came from the City Skylines streams. That was much more popular than Space Engineers, whereas on YouTube, Space Engineers has been more popular. But either way, I had nobody watched the entire stream, and that was fairly consistent. Like, the first, I don't know, 20 streams, like, I would maybe get like 1 or 2 viewers that would just like pop in for a few minutes and then leave and not say anything, and but I did the entire birthday stream with my mic muted, because no one was on to be like, hey, are you talking? Like, what's going on? So I think I got, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours through it, and then was like, oh my god, my mic is muted. So this way, I gotta remember to go this way. I'm gonna move the truck a little bit over here. It's a little bit easier if I go like right here, maybe. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of nickel and try to get mostly iron.
Inventory full.
Yes, well aware. Well aware. Oh, that's right. You have to put noms in the name of the chair. That's right. Bradford, I'm glad you're here. I don't know if anybody else had said that, but yours was the only comment about it that I read. Or at least was the first one that I read about it, so. Okay, we're going to have to go back and name one of the chairs to be noms. I do keep getting the 125 stamina boost whenever I'm sitting in the cockpit and stuff, even though none of that is named. Okay, so hold on. Stamina boost up to 125. Sit on the couch or chair with noms and get the wall. Okay, good. Good. I understand. Keep it to the iron. Keep it to the iron. I got to be careful I don't make a hole that I can't walk out of, because I don't have any... I have no components on me. So actually, maybe I should have a... Well, it'll just get put away. I don't want to have to mess with it. As long as I don't dig myself a hole I can't walk out of, I should be good. I tried, there's a couple of survival mods. I think this one is Daily Needs Survival Kit. And the other big one is like Plant and Cook, which you pair with another mod whose name I am forgetting. But like that's like the slightly newer one, which at this point is not, both of them are pretty old at this point. But that one I tried, and I don't like that one. Seemed more. That one is more. Oh God, the truck is so slow. More realistic in the sense that instead of putting like new blocks into the game to handle everything, they just use the existing kitchen block, and I think the planter block, and I think it does add some things. I don't remember, but like that one seemed more like just very straightforward, whereas like Scalabjorn's Daily Needs is like there's just a lot of different potential things that you could be doing. But the Plant and Cook one, I had issues with it. I don't remember what they were, but it just seemed like it was I very quickly got into a situation where I couldn't do anything and would just die. And then when I would respawn, I couldn't get the things that I needed right from the beginning. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It seems like the kind of thing that should have been easily solved, and I probably just didn't give it enough time to do that. But yeah, eat, sleep, repeat, that's what it is. So I like the idea of the Plant and Cook, eat, sleep, repeat mod system, but for some reason it didn't, in practice I didn't like it as much. I'd be open to trying it again. It's probably been updated, because I tried it like when it very first came out. Come on, truck, you can do it. Get over the hill. We're going to try and back the truck up to the base and connect to it and see if I could do that without smashing into the platform we've built. Will I die if I hit this bush? No. Building on a hill was perhaps not my smartest move. Let's back up a little bit away from it here. Let's swing around. Okay. Alright, now when this thing connects and like flings the ship upward, I'm hoping it doesn't... There we go. Okay, good. We didn't hit the platform. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Like a glove. Look at that. Alright, so hopefully... Yeah, good. So you're running. That means the refinery grabbed the stuff. Let's walk up to here and just make sure that everything got out. Let's put you in there. Put you in there. What is the... We did pretty good here. Where's the... Find me the refinery. I want to adjust what it's up to here. Let's have you do all the stone first. And actually, let's have you do nickel next, because I can tell we are nickel is definitely the bottleneck at the moment here, because we're getting our little techno beat going. And then also, where is the main cargo of the base? It is... oh. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So we actually want you to be here. We want you to be here. And all of this stuff as well, except we want you to go up to the refinery. Oh, we got some coffee. Coffee. I think coffee just gives you a little bit of stamina with your hydration. Alright, refinery. You give me this little bit of iron. Maybe we should have grabbed more nickel than that. But I think we got everything we needed. So let me just finish welding up what I had intended to weld up here. And then we'll call it a day. Can't withdraw. Oh, are you still making stuff? No. Oh, you are. Oh, we're out of nickel already. That's a lot of nickel. Okay, so this one's missing motors. Yeah, it's just the motors for these last ones. Okay. Well then, at the start of the next stream, we'll go and get some nickel. We'll go back to the whole grab all nickel this time, or at least mostly nickel. It's hard to just get one and not the other. But we'll try to get a good amount of nickel. And let's go name our noms, so I don't forget that. Let's see. We have desks. We're going to name both of them noms desks. There we go. Now, if I... Actually, let's go put all this stuff away for a minute. Getting too many things on the grid here. We're gonna have to hide some of this stuff. Into here, put you, and you. And you should go in there, and you should go in there. Alright, and then get me the water and the tofu. And there we go. Grab me just like... Oh, I guess that. Alright. Let's eat. Ah. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Now we are stuffed. Beautiful. Throw that in there. It does seem like Plant and Cook gives you, I don't know, our daily needs, I think there's more to manage, right? It's more complicated. But there's like, there's like this thing that's just kind of like constantly churning. There's some automatic stuff that's kind of happening in the background. When we get more power, we can replace this with a half block, which uses more power, but it works twice as fast. It's kind of interesting that it takes up less space. So you get a space efficiency boost, and it goes twice as fast. but it does use more power. So the whole reason that this full block one is here is because when I was designing this base in creative mode before the stream, when I was designing the base, it was like I am literally at the power limit of the solar panels on the roof and the 2 windmills that the base came with, you know, which are too close to each other. So anyway, if you liked the video, please consider liking it on YouTube. If you liked it in real life, like it on YouTube. And consider subscribing if you'd like to get the notifications. The next stream is going to be, I think Pat and I are going to do a EDF stream tomorrow. We'll have to double check. It's currently scheduled, but I have to double check and see if that's happening. But that'll probably be happening tomorrow, EDF 6. And then Space Engineers on Sunday. And City Skylines on Wednesday. And then I think the next week I may have to, because I'm going to have a weird work schedule, we may have fewer streams the week after that. This coming week will be normal, hopefully. And then the week after that, we might have to shift some things around. There might not be a Sunday stream, but we'll see. Yeah, other than that, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend, and hope you have a good week, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.